Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gutton, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Lehman. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This is the tight end fan. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Lehman. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Under pressure, they got him again. Neville Gallimore, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Prescott on play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Prescott on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells that offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Push him back.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas.
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Lehman. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Dak on the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Prescott now on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56.
Here's Pollard again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as his guys have now moved out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Lehman. And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown of the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. First down, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott going right back to Ferguson. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Allen Robinson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's gonna get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On play action, Prescott looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Play action now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Peyton Hendershot from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take take a 7-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
14's the mark.
On 1st and 10, Lehman now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. He's got room at the 30, down to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. Another good throw there on what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from a yard out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's Gallup on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Run for Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
56.
They'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 25-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Lehman, left side, complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
14's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Lehman. They still can't get it. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw. Lehman. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, 38 yards. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that will be incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This will be caught just inside the 10. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Pollard going to try the right side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Dallas, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.